Okay, so are we ready?
I'm ready.
You've got the currently alive corpse and yourself, so
Yeah.
Poor Grandma Hale. Never saw him.
She's her comeback, and I'm dead.
Devastated.
So you have a hand on your shoulder. What do
Okay.
you do?
I will say exactly what I just did, which is, well, an extent of it.
So you will explain your backstory, or say that you need to talk to Steelwall?
So, mix of both. I will say, I am King Derek Waits, and I need to talk to Steelwall.
Your voice is so fitting.
Well, you get to talk to Steelwall tomorrow. Now you go in the dungeon.
Or you could get him today.
That is really fitting. Bosses, what do you think? Dungeon or Steelwall? A few of the mages will lean over the balcony and say, "To the dungeon! To the dungeon!"
We are the sorcerers that go neat.
Alright, which way to the dungeon?
He will lead you forward into the room. In front of you, there is a fireplace and a painting. He will walk you up to the painting and then just throw you into it.
Okay.
Immediately, the world kind of warps as you are now entrapped in the painting. Do you make any kind of noise as this is happening? Because it's literally like you just think he's leading you somewhere, and then out of nowhere he just pushes you into a wall, and then you're in prison.
Yeah, he just goes, "What up?" And then he gets stabbed in.
Yeah, so you guys would all hear "What the?" and from Damien.
Oh, that kind of sounded like Tamian. That's weird.
Very.
But he
Okay.
just
Would
said he
we
was
have,
some king or
heard any
something,
of this
right?
stuff in the hallway?
Yeah, you would have heard. You probably wouldn't have heard him. You can only hear the very large man because he's very loud.
It was just like a grunge, so.
Yeah, so Damien, you are encased in a painting for all intents and purposes. You can still breathe. You do not need to eat. You cannot talk. Well, you can talk, but you are silenced. As the spell silence. There does not appear to be an escape. At least a mechanical escape.
Can I see out of it, or is it black?
Yes, you can.
Okay. Well, I guess I'll just sit here and wait.
Okay. Back to the tavern.
Wonder where Tamian is.
Weird.
You heard. I would say that you heard. I am King Derek, and that's all.
I don't know any King Derek.
I don't know, King Derek.
I don't know. Derek.
I mean, if we heard enough, you'll clearly recognize his voice.
I don't think.
He's,
What the?
He's a little sick today, so it's kind of hard to.
Yeah.
You know, tell the difference, or Well, he's only said like 2 words the entire day.
This is just my keenly voice. It kind of sounds like I'm sick, but I'm just very keenly.
Is
Well,
that
see,
what
that's the problem.
ability says it is?
We don't know your kingly voice, and that's only when you're talking.
Ah, okay. I see your issue now.
All right, so what do you want to do? And now, I don't have any plans other than continue sitting in this bar and drinking until someone comes up with something better to do. So
I mean, we were brought here to go clear that tower out. That was kind of like the drawing purpose. We were summoned there, and now we have no direction. I think that Damien might have just, gone on to better pasture.
could be. I mean, he didn't ever really seem like he was a part of the group. He was always off by himself doing stuff.
Yeah.
So
He's always oddly jingling at random times. Too.
yeah.
Yeah.
I seek no vengeance. All right. So the only thing we do have that we could do is we could try to figure out where those, what do they call it, the red tagger people are. This other skull tells me that there was a reward for that if we catch them.
Really?
Yeah, I'll pull out the other skull and put my hand on it again for the red tagger people. Whatever skull that was.
that
It is
was,
currently not here.
It's empty. Well, it's off now, but if we wanted to do something about that, this guy's daughter was kidnapped, so we could go be all heroic and save her. But we have basically no information on it other than he's a dwarf, right? Did you recognize him, Graddock? What's his name? Right, Bane?
You just think every dwarf knows other dwarves or something?
Well, he's like the
Yes.
dwarf king, right? You should know your king.
Oh god.
I
Having
mean-
South Park flashbacks.
Not my king.
Not my king.
He said he,
Hashtag.
said he was the king of the black people.
I mean, I lived in a monastery my whole life. I don't really, I'm not apprised of all dwarven events.
Oh, hey, look at that. There's some tourists down there. Let's go ask them. Hey, dwarves, do you know a bright Bane?
I do. King of the East.
King of the East? Do you
They
know
say his beard is a star.
his beard is a star? Well, that's not very helpful. Do you know where we could find him?
Aye, but it's quite the journey. And I don't know if he'd even see you, to be honest.
That's probably true.
He will like pull out a map of the region. Let me pull up a map of the region. So you are currently here. Oh, sorry, in Trifork. He would point out and he'd be like, well, he's over in the east above the forest, right about here. Put his finger.
Oh, yeah.
So it's
Well, that's super far. It took us 4 days just to get the far pin, so that's like a month journey. Plus, we had to cross the mountains.
you'd be better off going to Turth and then taking a sailing around the entire continent. But what the frozen the ocean freezes this time of the year.
Well, that is problematic. All right, maybe we'll wait for the oceans to thaw and his child can just stay kidnapped for a while. I don't know.
Well, there is the road through a corridor.
Is there any reason we couldn't take a boat down the river to Piedmont?
But down the river to Piedmont. Where is Piedmont?
Follow the river below Trifork all the way to the left.
Hey, you could do that, and then go down to the south, but you'd be hard up to go through the Mariana Swamp. It's there's a lot of dangers in the swamp.
Hmm. Well, it's an awfully long journey when we have no promise of reward or anything, or even, what we would be doing. But maybe we'll just listen to these call for a while to see if we can get some better information. Or maybe we can go back to the tower and get the other calls and see if we can find something else to do that way. What do you think about that girl we keep leaving up there? She's probably fairly mad at us by now.
And that's all the more reason to leave her there.
True. But it is just a little girl.
You
She tried to kill us.
But it was a little girl. I mean, maybe she has untold rewards for us after we free her.
I'm sure that's what all those other abominations thought too.
Maybe. I think they were already prisoners, though. There wasn't any signs that, she'd ever killed anyone else, right?
That's what she wants you to think.
True. She could be eating them all.
She's incorporeal.
Yeah, I mean, corporeal creatures can still suck the life out of you.
But we didn't see any bodies around, so. I don't think she'd be able to put them into the cages. Hello? I don't know. Well, it sounds like a good time to go to sleep and figure out what to do tomorrow. We're not waiting for Steel Wall or anything, are we?
Nope, you guys are completely. The world is completely open.
Okay. Well, let's go to sleep, and I'll check in on Steel Wall in the morning and this other call to see if anything exciting is happening there. Unless you all want to go back to your respective wherever you're from. But
I still feel more adventuring.
yeah.
It's a long journey just to do one little thing. There's still people to be helped.
Yep. And a tower we have to turn into a house at some point. Or a clan. I don't know what you call that.
Lair.
A lair. Yeah, that's a good
We're
word.
a good party. It's not a lair. It could be a headquarters or something.
We could
for
go
a
do
good
more.
party.
I'd rather it be
Or,
called the lair. It doesn't have to be a lair. It can be our headquarters. Just call it.
Okay.
Homicide.
It is the
lawful
lair.
homicide. Yeah. Remember, we could go look for more of those illegal logging.
I do like to kill illegal loggers.
The lair of evil against illegal lumbering.
My God, it works so well.
Perfect.
The lair of illegal lumbering.
Illegal.
The lair of justice against illegal lumberers.
Mm,
Or Lidl for short.
This is a giant tower. It's kind of appropriate. All right, so I think we're just gonna turn in for the night, and tomorrow we'll check up on the calls unless someone else had something else they had to do.
No, that sounds like a plan.
Okay. You guys sleep through the night. There's nothing that really happened. Okay, you wake up in the morning.
Mm. Head back down to my table.
Of course.
All right, I'll put both skulls on the table. And I'll put the one with the I have a raven on my shoulder. Don't I? Forgetting this. All right.
Peace.
And I'll put the other raven skull on the table just for good measure, and then I'll touch the steel wall skull. See what's
You can-
happening.
And I'll reach out, and as I'll do, I'll say, "Sure is a shame that Damien didn't bother to say goodbye before he left."
Yep, that's a shame.
So you're all gathered around the skull, and you don't really hear too much. Damien, from the inside, you would just see a few wizards reading books and different things like that. It seems like, for the most part, there is someone here 100% of the time, but there's very little activity going on. That persists through most of the day. Do you guys listen all day, or just for a little bit?
I'm gonna keep alternating back and forth between this skull and the other skull I have. Like every 15 minutes, I'm just gonna switch to the other one.
Is that the bright vein skull?
Yeah, the bright vein skull.
Okay. About lunchtime on the bright vein skull, you would hear, "Bloody hell. There's been so many, and we've had so many search parties. I think they're down to the south. That's the only place they could bloody be." You hear a womanish voice speak. Oh, darling, it's fine. I'm sure she is safe. Maybe she just ran away. Maybe she's over to far to the west by now. Well, what about this here? These letters, they're threatening her. I don't necessarily think that they could be bluffing. They could be, there's nothing to say that she's in any kind of mortal danger. Bloody hell, they're definitely holding her somewhere. I mean, can you be that blind, woman? And then the talking from her side kind of calms down for a bit. You hear some few scattered words, but for the next 10 minutes, it is silent.
Okay. Well, yep, he's still looking for his kidnapped daughter, that's for sure. Does seem to be causing him a great deal of stress.
Does sound like she might be down in the south or even the west near us, though.
Well, if she's in the south of where he is, that's in the swamp, right? And those doors were telling us that we shouldn't be going there. I don't know. Let's see what Steel Wall is up to. Anything exciting happening in Steel Wall? No. All right. Well,
Kind of
I'm
imagine this is a low-tech TV, basically. We're just sitting around drinking, touching random skulls because there's nothing else to do.
This is how cults start.
Oh my god.
The cult of the many skulls.
My god.
Oh, I would say that one of the patrons comes up and asks you what you're doing.
Just hanging out,
Oh, you have a few skulls there, fellas. What do they do?
Well, they're from the last time some random person asked us about our business.
Oh, good golly, I'm sorry.
I want to
Alright.
fist pump that off.
Oh, I was just explaining how we got him. God, he must have taken that the wrong way.
All right, I'll buy that guy a drink and tell him that wasn't intended to sound so threatening. just was saying that we got these as of the last time someone told us these were a reward from our previous adventure.
Yes. I'm sure. It's
Okay.
fine. Everything is fine.
No need to call the guards or anything like that. All right, so I'll go get another round of drinks for everyone then. Doo-doo-doo.
I enjoy having low charisma sometimes.
All right. So there are other skulls sitting unattended in that tower if we wanted to. We could just make the journey back, or I can make the journey back and grab as many skulls as I wanted, and then we could
Yeah.
meet up somewhere to see if there's any plan.
We could hire some guards too. Go back there with some like guards and laborers and kind of clean the place up and get it ready.
Yeah, sounds good. I mean, do you think there's anyone who come back to claim the tower? It was empty for a long time before that sorceress moved in, correct?
Well, I don't know. Until somebody does, I don't think it's something to worry about.
Sounds good. So I guess we can just continue to listen to these calls as we make the journey back to the tower to clean it up. So what are we gonna need to turn that into an area? We'll probably need some
Probably like a mining pick or something to kind of like clear that entryway out.
I would say you probably need about 20 laborers.
Alright, there were some laborers in that woodcutting town, right? Or maybe we could go hire those innocent farmers that we massacred some of the first time.
No,
I'm sure the other ones will be glad to work.
This is the lair against evil, illegal loggers. We can't go hire illegal loggers to come clear out our area.
But if they're not illegally logging anymore, then they're not illegal loggers anymore.
Just because they are doing something else doesn't mean they aren't still illegal loggers.
All right, well then where do you propose we find more? Is there like a section of the town we can find workers? Because I don't want to move all those rocks myself.
You could go ask those dwarves.
Good. They look more like soldiers though. They like shields and shit. And we'll need more than just the 5 dwarves.
You could buy slaves.
Not
No,
gonna
that's
buy-
I think we were all sort of
actually,
morally
is
opposed to slavery.
slavery illegal in this country?
In this country, it would be indentured servitude.
Okay.
So we could have like maids and stuff afterwards, but probably not just 20 workers to fix our tower or whatnot. Plus we have like thousands of gold. I think we could afford a couple workers for like 2 days. Not that big a deal.
20 workers would be 2,000 gold.
What? That seems horribly overpriced.
Why am I adventuring? I should just be working on shit.
Well, I mean, it's going to take weeks to clean it all up.
Weeks. Okay.
Yeah, but isn't like a single gold is how much do people make in a year here?
Okay, so where's it like a drink like in the copper range or something?
So, no, copper drink is about a silver. So, to give you an idea, a doctor would make 1 gold a day. A trained blacksmith would make 3 silver per day.
But a dumbass laborer is going to cost several thousand gold to get a group of his friends out there.
Let's see. Let's say it will take 30 days at labor, hard labor.
It's also like materials and whatnot. I'm sure there'll have to be some cost associated with that, but it did seem like a lot more than I was expecting.
Well, if we need lumber for the doors, we know some illegal loggers.
It's true. I'm sure they won't be terrified of us upon seeing our faces again.
I mean, they juice people for a living too, so. Oh, too funny.
If you paid 20 workers to work for a month, it would be 600 gold.
That's more reasonable.
That's more reasonable.
But in a month, it won't all be done, probably.
Yeah.
So just figure between like 1,000, about 1,000. For if you're going by out of the book price, about 1,000.
So that is fairly more expensive than I thought. Well, we can kind of see what we want done. Do we know what we want done? I mean, we're gonna have to put like tours and shit in because it's just kind of open to the elements, right?
Or you could buy 20 slaves for 2,000. So,
But then we have to buy a slave master to watch them, and
All the whole good aligned team at the moment probably not gonna be big into owning slaves.
that's
I
fine.
think Grandma Hale would be all right with it.
boy.
And it treats me like one. I mean, I'm still up for going out there and fixing the place up, though.
Yeah.
So,
All right. So
let's say that you take 20 workers out there for 660 gold.
that's how we want to split this up. So who do we want to like? Do we just want to like share the tower, or do we want someone to own it? I don't know how this is gonna work.
Yeah, actually, what are the laws in the area for? I mean, because the tower's been technically abandoned for how long? Like, what's the like? Are we going to be squatting in it for like a month before someone comes by and says they own it? Like, how do we go about owning it?
You would probably want to talk to. I would say that it would be ambiguous since it's not in a city.
I guess just sort of we'll defend our tower if you come up to us, and I guess we don't have to pay like taxes or shit on the tower, right? So.
Yeah.
All right then.
I mean, you don't pay taxes on a layer.
Good point. The layer.
And how much would hiring guard for the next couple of months cost?
Guards for the next couple of months. What's the danger that you are expecting?
Assassins in the night, pissed off sorceress woman who looks like a porcupine.
I don't think we can expect the cards to be able to fend off
Little
sorcerers.
girls, attacking us in the middle of the night.
Good
Okay,
point.
so we're looking for low intelligence but must be able to scream and give warning.
Okay, how many do you want?
So meat shield.
Probably, I don't know, like 3 or 4 per shift.
So 8 in total?
I suppose that'd work.
Yeah, and then we can have them help us clear out all those skeletons as well.
How long do you want to hire them?
We'll just go for the next month and then we'll do it on a monthly basis.
Yeah, 120 gold.
It's not bad at all.
That'll work.
Is there anything else you would buy?
Oh, I go pick up my armor if it's been time.
Yeah.
Yay!
Yeah, time.
Spiffy is.
Maybe a telescope or something for up top.
Oh, those are expensive.
Yeah, that's why I said maybe.
Let me find that.
You know what we should put on top? Like a ballista or a catapult or something.
Oh, that would
That'd
be
be good.
Be cool.
I don't know how difficult it would be to get a ballista up there. Probably very, very difficult. But
You normally build.
I mean-
Ballistas are not that big.
And I would bet it'd be fairly easy. You just like throw a rope over the side to like drag stuff up and then assemble it up there.
How
Can
tall
we
is this?
cast like
How-
a large person on someone and then we use them as a counterweight?
A ballista is 500 gold.
I think about like 4 of those. Well, maybe not at once. Just buy a ballista in case the sorceress comes back. Because she'll be looking like a porcupine if we shoot her with a ballista. That's for sure.
I will say that ballistas need